If you've ever looked in the mirror and noticed that you look more stressed than usual, this episode is for you. Do you know how when we worry or frown, we tend to scrunch up our eyebrows together? In time, if that's our habit, and it is for so many, we end up with these 11 lines. They're called 11 lines between our eyebrows. Some even call it resting bitch face. Not nice. But it doesn't have to be this way. Today, we're going to cover 5 face yoga exercises that can help how you look to yourself. And most importantly, how do you feel about yourself? I'm Randy Tarrant, founder of Project Happiness. And every week we talk about emotional resilience, getting stronger from the inside out, and how to create a life you love at any stage. If you haven't already, do subscribe so you don't miss a topic that would energize you. And that might be useful for your friends too. So, though these 11 lines are one of the zones that Botox targets, there are other ways, like face yoga, to help ease the effect. Just as the body is reshaped through training the muscles, the face also responds to retraining and strengthening the muscles that support the skin. And I want to tell you that these lines can show up anytime. When I was 17, I remember going to my dentist's office and he mentioned to me, "Why do you have those lines so young?" I mean, he's a dentist. I don't know why he was looking at my face, but anyways, um, the thing is, whenever you feel your eyebrows scrunching, he told me, make a point of relaxing the area between your eyes. Catch yourself. Don't get into that habit. It was actually a wake-up call, and though it wasn't always easy to practice, the awareness definitely helped me pay attention. And it seems that these 11 lines are caused by stress and created by the repeated action of the underlying muscles, the glabella, that's the part of the forehead between the eyebrows, and the procerus, that's triangular muscles between our eyes. The good news is that they do respond to retraining, and I know that from personal experience. So let's jump into the 5 face yoga exercise that can help. To start, always breathe deeply a couple of times, making your exhale longer than your inhale. And that is to relax you and get you into the parasympathetic state. Okay, first one is called touch or trace. So in trying to be more aware of what you're feeling, you simply can touch that point to actually stop the 11 reaction. Or, just the mere touching of it brings your awareness there. Or you can trace one index finger and then the other up from the bridge of the nose to the forehead. You can do this for a minute using medium pressure and just practice that for a minute. It's actually quite relaxing. And this can reduce tension and headaches as well as boost collagen and elastin because you're touching, working with the muscles. Number 2 is tap or press. So you take 2 fingers and tap in the center of the eyebrows. And this sends a signal to the procerus, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, that muscle to relax. And you can also gently press the index finger between the eyebrows. You're pressing onto the muscle. So you can tap it or you can press it. And what's interesting, I found, is when we think about what causes us to get these lines in the first place, it's usually, because we're upset or worried or irritated about something. And it's interesting that this specific area is also an acupressure point in Chinese medicine that relates to the liver, which is linked to the emotion of anger. It kind of makes sense to me. The third exercise I want to share with you is called circle. And that's another way to work out and smooth out the 11 lines. And that's to put 2 fingers in that area and circle one way using like a medium pressure. not too hard. And all these exercises can be done for a minute. And you can go the other way then. So you're covering all aspects of the muscle. I don't even want to stop. It feels so good. This is one of my favorites. Okay, next is number 4, use your knuckle. You can also take the knuckle of your hand and place it between your brows and move it from side to side, a little higher, a little lower, and then you can go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Also about a minute. And by the way, it is not necessary to do all of these. I love a few of them. For me, the touch is a reminder. So if I feel like my face is squinching up like that, I can just touch it. Okay, reset, right? And as you could see before, I love the circle. This is kind of super relaxing for me. So see which ones that you prefer. And finally, we're ending with draining the stress. So to finish off, we always want to incorporate some lymphatic drainage massage to bring, to get rid of what we've stirred up. So bring your 2 index fingers up to the center of your brow and then sweep them above the eyebrows, around the temples, down the sides of the neck. And that feels really good too. Let's do it again. Up, around, down the face, and then down the neck, which is where the lymph nodes are. And one more time together. Up, around, and down. Yeah. And when you do this, breathe deeply and do a gentle, slow massage. This is not high pressure. This is gentle. So what I have discovered from this whole area is that the awareness of emotions, that's what we need first, like to be aware, okay, I can feel that stress building. Yeah, I'm going to relax my face. And that leads to intentional face yoga. So whether it's relaxing your face, going in a circle, whatever one you resonated with, choose that. And that leads to the softening of the tension and basically reconnecting with your peace. Take this on and see what you notice. Find ones that resonate most with you and give them a try. And as always, let me know what other areas or topics that you are interested in. And you can always send me a quick note at randy@randytaryn.com. As always, take care of yourself, sending you lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.